In the future of insurance, a multitude of distribution channels will play a role. This raises the question what a modern IT architecture should look like to support all these future insurance distribution channels. According to MSG Life, one of the leading IT specialists for insurers, the answer is customer-centric automated sales processes powered by AI. Today's showcase presents an example of how to close the gap between digitized distribution models, meeting customer expectations, less costs and significant growth opportunities. Please give them a big hand. MSG Live.
All right, thanks a lot for attending. Welcome to our session. My name is Eric from MSG Life, and with me on stage is my colleague Mandy from our digital lab Sveos. And Evelyn already introduced our topic. And the key question actually we are dealing with today is how insurers need to address the modern customer and sell products in a digitized world. And I think this is a very relevant topic already right now, but it will get more relevant in the next years, I think. So I hope we can provide some ideas and, of course, also some solutions. But first of all, before coming to the main topic, let me just introduce MSG Life a bit to you. Maybe not all of you are already aware of us. So we are a leading technology expert in insurance for now more than 35 years, combining IT, insurance business, and actuarial knowledge in order to provide standard software solutions. And our product ranges from back-end solutions like policy administration systems, required subsystems, etc., up to front-end solutions like sales portals, customer self-service. And all of these components are available as modular solutions and also in a platform, full integrated, but I will come back to this later. Currently, we have 16 locations in 9 countries. Headquarters are in Germany, in Munich, and Leinfelden-Echterdingen near Stuttgart. And so we are also available in some other European countries, as you can see here, and in the United States. So maybe a few words of what makes us strong, at least from our perspective. So not only that we have around 300 IT developers, but also we have like 300 mathematicians. More than 100 of them are even actuaries. And in addition, we have around 300 insurance experts having held different roles in large insurance companies before joining us. So what we actually can claim that we are aware of the insurance business, of the processes, and of the daily challenges. Currently in our systems, around 50 million life insurance policies are managed. Most of these policies were even migrated by us, so we have implemented our systems and then migrated all the contracts from the usually old host systems or legacy systems to our new systems. And I think everybody who has already done such a project of implementing policy administration system knows that migration is a very crucial success factor. And for that reason, we even have an own department just for this topic with around 70 persons who are 100% focused on migration. We have now executed over 100 projects. All of them were successful. And I think that's the reason why even Gartner, in their yearly analysis, states that no other provider in this business has the same expertise, same experience as we are. And of course, that makes us very proud. Also, maybe just some achievements from the last years. These are our customers we've won since 2017. All of them had already their first go live after a project duration of 1 to 2 years. 2 of them, VHV and AXA Winterthur, with a policy administration system. And VHV Canada Life and Unica, even with a whole solution platform that we call MSG Insurance Suite. In this the platform contains of policy administration system for all lines of business, all required subsystems. But of course, our customers can choose which of these components they want to have. We're also able to integrate maybe some existing components in the company and integrate in our platform, so we are very flexible here. And in addition to the backends I just talked about, also in our insurance suite on the right side, you see our so-called systems of engagement, what is, of course, actually the topic for today, because it's a topic that's getting more and more relevant, meaning things like sales and customer self-service portals, also fully integrated in the platform. And these solutions in our house are provided by our digital lab, Sveos, 100% subsidiary of MSG Life, and with more than 40 digital experts. So, and one of these experts is Mandy. So, let's come to the actual topic.
Thank you. So, hi. Test, test. Is it working? Yeah. So, hi, I'm Mandy, and I'd like to warmly welcome you, of course, as well. I'm going to talk about the insurance distribution in a digitized world today. I'm pretty sure that you as insurers are all known to the word digital transformation nowadays, and that you're right in the middle of your digital transformation, which brings you, of course, a lot of new technologies and a lot of new business models, products you can, of course, assemble. And this brings us to the question, how can a distribution look like in this digitized world? So, first of all, we have to see it as a big chance. That is how we do it at MSG. We know by now that people are used to shop in the internet or online shopping nowadays, and they do it whenever they want, wherever they want, which means as well, of course, out of business hours, which is a problem, or not a problem, which is a big chance for us, of course, because we know by now that almost 70% of people are willing to apply for their policies, insurance policies online now. In 2017, it has only been 50%. So you can see like the tremendous growth market we're operating on at the moment. What is very crucial to do that is an efficient omni-channel strategy. Nowadays, you not only have to offer online shopping, but you have as well to offer, of course, messengers and all the new technologies given by now. And I want to show you now how such an omni-channel customer journey could look like from our perspective. Well, of course, the customer can create offer on the insurer's homepage. That is pretty common to what we know by now. Now we do have new services such as the customer calls the call center, or he is called back, or he is even chatting with a chatbot. We have that option as well. So there are some more new channels you can use by now. Another very interesting point is the insurance clerk can of course as well create offers for the prospective customer and can share those offers with the client via screen sharing, for example. So we have a variety of different offers, of different options the customer can have information about. And the very nice thing about that is that he can, of course, see all of the offers created by himself or created by a clerk in a customer portal. What that can look like, we can show you later on. So this would be an omni-channel customer journey where you are using a lot of different media. Here we do have the homepage, of course. We have the chat options, for example, with a chatbot, what I'm going to introduce to you in a bit. And we have the customer portal. That would be a nice omni-channel customer journey. But we have, of course, talked the language of our target group, which means nowadays the digital natives, as we call them, want to communicate quick and simple, and they want to use new technologies, of course. That can be everything from your smartphone or chatbots up to very common and very known Alexa, Siri, and Co. and all the stuff. We have actually a demo at our booth where you can see the Alexa function, for example, if you're interested in it. We would be happy to show you. But now, First, I want to talk about the conversational AI in whole. The conversational AI can increase your customer experience tremendously because you're able to fulfill service 24/7, so out of business hours. And we know that the customer accepts those conversational AIs when it comes to service reasons. It can increase your sales up to almost 40% if you include to that target group. But what is very crucial for that is a stable integration with your backend. As I said before, so you have, for example, all the offers in your portal later on. How such a conversational AI process can look like, I want to demonstrate to you. So I need to switch to my laptop now. Oh, perfect. Well, let's say I'm a customer and I was looking for an insurance the other day on Google. I was just interested, like surfing a little bit around and looking up some options. Now I'm on Facebook, and we do have here the omni-channel benefits, of course, because now I'm on Facebook and there was an ad telling me that, from Sigma Insurance, telling me that there are some offers for me. So now I'm interested and I've clicked on it, and I'm going to chat with the chatbot from the insurance, which is called Clara right now. So I'm just going to start with a hello. How we do that? So, as you can see, we have here the option right now to go right into the product the customer is interested in. She told me now that she is going to ask me 3 short questions. I'm going to answer to see what she can offer me. So, how old are you? I'm going to pick an average age here, which is 48 in my case. So she's processing that data. Now I'm asked what kind of nature my work is. Am I more in physical labor or am I an office worker? I'm an office worker, let's say. So now I'm asked which amount I want to cover. There is an advice, and I can, of course, choose from 3 options, but I can type it in free as well. Is there any, do you have any coverage sum we can place in here, put in here?
20,000.
Perfect, 20,000. So let's see.
I think he said 200, but 20 is good as well.
It's a little bit less, but that's maybe very interesting, of course, if you want to have a target group aged a little bit younger. That's, of course, very important. So here now, I have some offers that would be choosable for me. I have the base, I have the premium, and the exclusive one. And I guess that I'm going to choose the exclusive one. So, of course, you can click on it and get all the details. Now we do have here a very nice feature. We can directly apply within our messenger, or we can get a consultation. It's up to us. If you click consultation right here, consulting, then an employee of the insurance is going to get in touch with you. But I want to apply right online. So let's see what Clara is going to make for us. So now she needs some more information from me. She wants to know how tall I am. Very interesting here is those are pre-assembled questions. You could, of course, change them however you want. So you can put in there whatever you want. We have the height and weight here because of the body mass index. We want to have that indication. If it would be out of range, it would be automatically transferred to a consultation. So I could not end the applying process here right now. But okay, let's say we're all in range. So she's processing and seeing everything's nice. Now we do have some more questions here. As I said, those are pre-assembled. You could, of course, customize however you like. Well, I'm asked here if I was ever in medical treatment in the past 5 years. I have now options to say thumbs up, thumbs down, or skip, or I can just type in no. So let's continue with my personal information, and before doing that, I do have, of course, the data policy here. as well, you could have it assembled here. So please give me your full name. I'm going to use my customer, my average customer, which is Harry Potter. He's 48 years old. Now I'm asking what date. You can, of course, pick it here, or you can just type it in as I'm doing right now. So now I'm asked for my email address, and I'm going to put it in very quickly. So now you can see what she's doing with my data. Oh. Okay, I'm asked about my address as well. So now she can generate my contract. And okay, perfect. And I'm going to have all my information right here in my messenger, and I'm going to get an email as well with all my credentials. Oh, that's quite nice. Let me show you. So as you have seen, I have it in my messenger as well. As we may see pretty soon, I'm going to get an email with all my credentials with which I can now log on to my personal portal. But we will come back to that perspective, so to my customer perspective later on. First, we are going to see what the insurance clerk is going to do with my data now.
Right, so we have a kind of switch of the perspective. We've just seen the customer perspective, maybe sitting on her couch with a tablet or smartphone and applying for the insurance. And as we saw here in the chatbot, that actually the application was already issued. So the number that we see here, it was issued in the policy administration system, and also the number comes from that. And now we want to switch the perspective to the insurance clerk. So now I'm in office, and I just got the message, oh, a new policy just got in, great. So let's, just to make it a bit more easy, I will just copy the number, and let's go in the MSG Life factory, our policy administration system, and have a look at the policy, if it's really issued already. So we're on information using this ID. Just the Wi-Fi, usually it's much quicker, of course. So we see here the policy from created today, and it's already policy issuing, so it's for real, it is issued already in the policy administration system. And if we have a look on it, so we find our Harry Potter. So here we are with an overview of the contract. If you go on partner, you see the partner data typed in. And of course, the most important thing is the coverage. So it's just an overview. So we have the main coverage, the insured sum here, the 20,000 we just typed in. So you see it's for real the real contract we have just applied for. We have also the duration. Maybe you would be surprised we haven't been asked for that. Just for the demo case, we try to keep it a bit shorter, because we don't have so much time. So in that case, we said it's always 10 years. But of course, in a real case, you would ask for it. Since Mandy applied for the exclusive one, so we had like 3 tariffs in the chatbot. But what is important to say here, actually, it's just 1 tariff. But with our sales platform, we are able to create so-called marketable offers, meaning we choose, for example, just 1 tariff and have different combination of supplementaries. But to the customer, we show it as 3 kind of tariffs, so that it's much more easier for them to decide. And the system is actually just the main coverage is the term life with 20,000. Then we have an annuity in case of occupational disability. We also just pre-assigned it with 12,000, also something, of course, that can be added. So we have here the occupational disability, and we have an occupational disability waiver, protection waiver in this contract. And this is how our marketable offers would work. What is just to add this here, in the marketable offers, you would also be able to combine tariffs, even from different lines of business. So So you can also say, oh, I think I will take one product from life, I take one product from health, and one from P&C, and bring it out to the customer as the family protection basic exclusive premium or something like that. So this is very flexible here. So that was the insurance perspective. Let's switch back to the customer.
Right. So now I kind of had my coffee break. Now I want to see what happened with the just applied policy. So I'm going to my service portal and log in with my credentials, which you have seen I was sent by via email. So
I think you didn't show it.
Hmm?
Didn't show it.
So
Yeah. Oh, no way.
yeah, it's still loading, so you can see we really like. But here we are. Here we in. So this is of course my dashboard, more or less. Here I have all my personal data. I have my inbox. Here I can see what I just applied for. So I can see this is a new offer I created because maybe I apply for a lot of different policies. So now here I could see it. As well, I do have an overview over my policies. If I would have more than one, I would have, of course, listed them up here. Of course, my personal data, my log. I can choose to go from the main navigation on the left side as well. Let me go from here to my policies. So now I see my term life insurance I was just applying for, and I can see it was processed. Here I have, let me go and show details. I have just some very mandatory dates. Here I can see all my contract details. First of all, of course, who I am, how long, the duration, and I can see my personal premium. So here I can see what it would be normally and my granted discounts. And of course then what I'm going to pay actually every single month. It's listed up here. What I can see as well are some more contract information. I have the address and my benefit sum, which is very important here, of course. I can see when it begins and when it ends, the expiration date. And I have here my payment details as well, which I could change here as well. I can see my payment interval, method, everything's here. So there are as well some extras I can do here. Of course, in options, you can change more or less everything, your payment method, but as well the index-linked increases. You can rearrange your fund assets or edit your subscription right data, change your payment method. And as I said before, you can, of course, or you could, of course, assemble this area to your needs, to your customers' needs. So now I can see everything's fine. I've checked my policy. I'm fine with it. Now I know I'm covered. And yeah, I'm fine as a customer.
So let's please switch back to our presentation. Thank you. So just to sum this a bit up, what we have just seen, we have just done. This is kind of an architecture overview. What we've just seen is an offering application process end-to-end, starting in social media in this case, using our sales platform, and then using all the information from product definition, all the calculation data we got come directly from the backend, from the product definition. Of course, also things like product rules would be apply. If I would maybe have an insurance sum too high, then it would say, oh, it's too high for this case. So we all get this information directly from the backend. And of course, issue it, as you've seen, in the backend, and afterwards bringing all this information from the backend back to the front, to the customer portal, as Mandy showed you, because also this information were there. And as Mandy showed you, there are some processes a customer could do in kind of self-services, like premium change. And in that case, if the customer would change the premium, this would apply it directly in the backend. So we have a real-time connection here. You might say now, well, it's maybe not so realistic to have an insurance application via chatbot in Facebook. Maybe, but who knows how it will be in 5 or 10 years. But actually, that's not the point we wanted to say. We just wanted to show And that's also what Evelyn in the intro said, that today it's getting more and more important to offer our customers a broad range of sales possibilities, and of course also some digital ones. We're pretty sure that you will still have the traditional sales channels, brokers, agents, etc. Of course, they will remain important, but you will get more and more. And these more things could be, of course, social media, digital ecosystems, portals, etc. I think it's important to have a broad offering. And also to have a support of 24/7 with chatbots, Alexa, etc. But for all of this, what's actually really important, especially if we talk about an omni-channel experience, is that all of these channels are directly integrated with the backend. Because if I calculate an offer in one channel and afterwards in another one, and there's just a minimum change in the premium, just 2 cents, you will be like, it's pretty strange. So of course you need the same data in all of the channels, and you would be able to change the channel, but still have your old offer. So if I create an offer and afterwards I call a service clerk and I say, oh, I just created an offer yesterday, then of course as a customer I expect that this person on the line has access to this. And this is just possible if you have a direct connection to the backend and a system where all the created offers are stored. In the system is also the marketable offers. That's just what I told you, that we are able to create very flexible, using the backend information, using so-called marketable offers. So I guess that is the things we just have seen. And as Mandy already said, we already done this already with Alexa, also very interesting, and Google Home. So feel free to ask us for that. We can show that as well. As already said, our systems of engagement are available as modular solutions and also full integrated in our insurance suite. Today, around 25 insurers use already our insurance suite in very different combinations. Some of them are using just a few of the components, some are using all of them, but of course it's always integrated in the whole system and also into the own systems. For example, of course it's important if an insurer already has a workflow system, then also the sales process things, also the backend needs to be integrated. CRM system, we are often integrating with Salesforce, for example. It's very common, so of course this is possible. And now we are also cloud ready. Most of our customers still have it on-premise, but more and more interested in cloud solutions, and we are also ready to provide that. So, time's running up. Just a marketing slide of our impressive references. But coming to a close, short summary of what our solution could provide. So first of all, I think we can say we are able to win additional customers, especially digital natives, just by not only waiting for customers coming to our pages, but even to be visible on social media and stuff. And this is very important today. Customer communication is improved by this omnichannel experience. Also competitiveness, just by entering new products. By connecting to the backend, you don't need to put all the products in each channel. You just get the information from the backend. Increasing your degree of end-to-end automation. I don't think I need to say something about that. You have seen that. And at the end, it is setting up for the future, because there was actually, at the introduction, what we heard, important for all of that is that you have a fundament, IT architecture to allow all of this. Because if you don't have this, then you don't have a real digitization. Then it's just a fake digitization because you have a portal, but behind there, insurance clerk gets a postbox entry, what is actually still very common today. But to be honest, that's not digitization, from my point of view. So, if you have any questions or would like to discuss this very interesting topic, please come to our booth. We're just here, right and left. You find our booth, so please come. We would really appreciate that. And thanks a lot for your attention.